What's going on, guys? Holy mackerel. I just walked in the door. I thought I was going to be late. There's construction everywhere in Missouri. Everywhere. Patty A, first in the house, Tuesday. Why am I having trouble seeing that computer today? Happy Tuesday. I'll be here for most of it. Got a bug out at 6:40. Sounds good. Debbie Conan, good to see you. Good to see you. Floss is in the house. I got a call from Floss, and she is got a good report from the surgeon and high spirits and loving life. And all right, you guys are chatting. Flooding was probably my biggest problem down at the shop in the last storm. The water that we got on our road was almost not passable, but the vans did fine. But it was bad. Let's see here. Susan is in the house. Hi, hope you all are warm today. It was cold today in Missouri. It was 34 when I woke up, 36 by the time I got into the shop, and I turned the heater on, and it was kind of a chill all day, almost to the point where I was like, am I getting sick? Because I just was chilled. And then I felt warm. So I was like, oh my goodness, it's heck getting old. My niece in Kentucky has a pool for a driveway. I know a lot of people in Missouri, specifically this, several of my friends, water in the basement, and the kids had water in their garage. It was not good. We had so much rain for so many days, but the one day it rained so much so fast, and the systems just can't handle it. They just can't handle it. Mo Bang is in the house. Good to see you. Debbie said all around me it's flooding. Have to be creative on where to go. Absolutely. Plus, I'm sure some of that stuff is, I guess maybe still closed because of the tornadoes, but maybe they've got all the street lights and everything repaired by now. Dale is in the house. Dale and Bailey, good to see you guys. Jackie Dotson in the house. Good to see you, Jackie. I'm going to scroll through this. Rod Bone is in the house saying happy Tuesday. Is that a Rod Bone from Missouri? Rod Bone from Missouri. Big hugs from Mo Bang. You cannot imagine how bad I needed a hug. A virtual hug there, my friend. All is good. Thumbs up for Johnny, please. Helen, if you're awake after the show, love to give you a holler real quick. Sorry, didn't mean to highlight that one. Rusty saying hi. Rusty is down at the shop. I've got her sanding. I've got her polyurethaning. You gotta work. If you're coming to the shop, you gotta work. Bernadette in the house. Les in the house. All right, guys, let me get caught up here. Les says, how is, hey, all, how's it going? It is going. And Grace is in the house. So I know that's Grace and Rod. Thank you guys both for being on. I appreciate that. Grace, your window, I talked to them and we're going to get that. So I will send you a screenshot of that bill, the order. So, and when it's in, we'll get you down here. Whoa, what? No intro. There should have been an intro. There should not have been a commercial. I am not monetizing this one. I'm like, I hate it that some people, you know, it's just a no-go for them. And I want you guys to come and have a good time. And it's not worth the 50 cents. It's just that YouTube doesn't push it out, which I don't think they do mine anyway. So we will run with it. Debbie Conan is also from St. Louis. Absolutely. Van Gogh Wanderer, nice name. Florida here. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. All right, guys, I gotta hurry up. Deborah's in the house. Sorry about your basement. Absolutely. Simple Life Seeker is in the house. Simple Life Seeker, you have been here like for a while now. If you want to put your name in the chat, I don't mind addressing you properly if that's what you want. If not, I may just start calling you Seeker or the Simple Life. Sue Miss is in the house. Hi, Sue. Sue always is one of my replay. She always likes to watch the replay. I always love it when you're here and I can personally say hi because you never remember. It's like, who did I all say hi to? Teresa's in the house. Patricia's in the house. Good to see you guys. Patricia's dealing with flooding near the West Plains, Missouri area. It's bad. 1 second intro. That's so crazy. So what I do, guys, is when my computer timer gets down to about 15 seconds, I start my intro because my intro is 30 seconds and you guys really don't need to sit there for 30 seconds watching that clock tick down. So I changed that. So now you guys are like, there was no intro. On my end, there was. I'm watching your old videos. When you put up pre-made shaker cabinets, you always have a gap on top. When you put up pre-made shaker, I've never put up pre-made ones. I make all my own. I make all of my own and I have, I don't ever have a gap. I do a 1/2 inch overlay on all sides. And I have a video on making shaker cabinet doors. Let's see here. Lily is in the house. Doug and Ava raid. Good to see you guys. I'm hurrying. Floods worse than tornado. Yeah. I got 18-second countdown. Then you came on. That's what it should have been. That's what it should have been about. My name is Felicia. Well, I will never forget that because I used to know a lady named Felicia. All right. Just like that, I am caught up. Oh my goodness, guys. I was this close to canceling tonight's live stream because I really have just like, my stomach has really just been kind of torn up today. And to the point where I almost called it, like, let's just be done. And we started putting some windows in and I started feeling better. So glad to be home and to be able to take, I hope, a 20-minute hot shower. And Lori is in the house. Hi, all. Still in South Carolina waiting for the transmission. 70 degrees today, 80 degrees yesterday with thunderstorms in the evening. Lori, we were talking about you last week when we were talking about the Ram ProMaster and known, or maybe that was that might have been in the Patreon meeting Sunday. We might have been talking about that. So yeah, Folk of the Forest, it does, but it is what is unfortunate. Got to get it cleaned out, fix the foundation. Unknown. I'll tell you, my ex John, it's my niece through marriage, and they had their basement fixed, and it leaked. The amount of rain that we got in the amount of time that we got, it just couldn't handle it. So it is very unfortunate because if anybody has ever had flood damage, it is a pain in the butt to clean. My friend had it. That's how I know. And to get everything dry, because when the walls get wet, I literally on her house scribed about 2 feet up all the way around and replaced all of the drywall. And when I did that, she had rotten 2x4s in there because the moisture gets in there and it can't dry properly. It sits in there, and I'll tell you what, it's a horrible smell. So we do not mess with the flooding. So my shop is like, the elevation down at the shop is like, I am way up on the hill. And so the people at the campground are safe from tornadoes, and I'm up on the hill safe from from floods. So in my house here, I have I'm on city sewer here. I do have a pond in the backyard, or a dry creek, and lucky for me, it floods like further down. So I have never had a flood, never had a flood basement. Let's see here. Yeah, because flooding is a pain in the butt. Will free floating subfloor marine adhesive, with the adhesive, then 1 inch XPS, then more marine adhesive, 3/4 plywood held on by the factory installed D-rings work for a 136 wheelbase? Will a floating subfloor, if you put marine adhesive on it, it's not floating. And that's a thick floor. I don't know how tall your van is. That's a thick floor. But I take the D-rings out because not sure how you're gonna hold them down with those, but I take those out and completely seal my floor with the subfloor. So Johnny Lightning is in the house. Tawanda's in the house. Good to see you, Tawanda. Just think how green everything will be when summer comes. It is green like crazy out there right now. I couldn't be more excited. Flowers that I thought maybe I killed last year are in full bloom right now. So it is nice. Now, guys, before we get too far into this, because not everybody watches till the end because it's long. If you're watching and you've been following my channel for a while, I did a Ford Transit. It may be a 21, it might be older. It is, if anybody remembers the van with the twin beds, the marine hatch with the climbing wall, the ferry door, the little hobbit door on front, that van is for sale. It has like minimal mileage in, for sure, for the last couple of years. Not using it as much as she thought. Gonna get a something smaller, and so that van is for sale. So if anybody's looking for a Ford Transit 250 completely built out at a really good price, message me, and I will hook you up with Brenda. And it's a nice build. Nice build. It's got a shower in it, hot water heater, Blue Eddy, 30-gallon water tank, a good sized galley. Videos on my channel, it might say Alabama, the Alabama series. That was it was a beautiful van. It's a beautiful van. And life happens, and but it is a beautiful van. It's well taken care of. And so what is a plumbing accumulator used for? An accumulator is a pressurized bladder, and you put that on the output side of a water pump. And what happens a lot of times in van life and in RVs or whatever, somebody will just lift up their faucet to wet their toothbrush. And if you have an accumulator, your water pump's not going to pump. It's not going to turn on. So because that built up pressure is, it's like stabilized. If you don't have that, every time you open up your faucet just a little bit, your water pump has to kick on, because it's not pressurized water anymore. So it saves on the life of your water pump, because your water pump isn't doing all this on off. If you want to know what it's like, barely turn your water on to where it's just like a drip, a littlest flow ever. Your water pump will go it's hard on your pump. So an accumulator pressurized. It keeps that water pressurized. That is the best of my knowledge how to explain it. So that is it. And I do them almost on every big build. I've got several small projects that I've done, like GMCs, the smaller water pumps. I don't do it with those. If you've got your tanks underneath the sink, right under the water, I don't do that. I don't put it on there. Surging of water also prevents surging of water. Every house in the world, at least in America, with a pump has one. Well, I'm talking about vans. Yeah, houses. I couldn't tell you what residential plumbers do in a house. I do not mess with, except clogged drains and switching out faucets and stuff like that. I've never done household like rerouting or anything like that. About how many miles per gallon does the van for sale? Oh, miles per gallon highway. It's honestly probably, I'm going to say 15. She's got it listed on Facebook Marketplace. If you type Ford Transit for sale in Alabama, you'll probably find it on Facebook Marketplace. But out of all the builds I've done and the weights, I feel like, but I'm going to say an exception with hers. I'm going to say that, kind of average, depending on the mountains, depending on if you're driving in Kansas, you might get 20. But she wanted that third solar panel with a vent fan, a marine hatch, and a deck on the roof. She had the Alu rack, so her panel goes over the front of the van. Well, we all know what that does. That creates a wind block. So I'm sure maybe it affects the mileage a little bit, but I'm not going to say it doesn't. Excuse me, it doesn't take it like from 15 miles to the gallon to 12. Water heater on demand versus tank. I try and stay away from propane as much as possible. I know several people that have those in their van, never had an issue with it. It was one of the things that Kelly and I were like, let's just not have propane in there. But they're nice because I installed one for Sue Miss and it's on her back door. And when we put the batteries in and got the propane full and got it hooked up, it's immediate. Now, I've got a 4-gallon underneath my sink, and it takes about 10 minutes to heat up. Now, the thing that I like about that you don't get with the on-demand is yesterday I heated my water up. And then I turned it off because I wanted to turn my heater on. And I don't like putting that big of a draw on my power system. I'm at the shop. It's plugged into an outlet that's keyed in with the refrigerator, the shop refrigerator. So I just don't run them both together. Probably do fine. This morning when I woke up and washed my face, it was still warm. It was not hot, but it was definitely warm. So I'm going to say in the 90s still. With 120 being like, oh, that's a hot shower. So I'm saying it was probably still 90. Step Van Dan in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Fatima in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. There is no ignorant questions. There's so many times that I don't know stuff either, and somebody else does. And the only ignorance is when you have a question and you don't answer it. My Ford Transit 250 gets 14 to 15 miles to the gallon. And that's probably, I don't know if she tested that going to the Carolinas because that's mountainous. If that's just like in Missouri, where she I'm guessing drives it in Missouri to my shop. It's not, there is small rolling hills. There are no mountains. I'm looking for a solar panel that expands expands the width of the ProMaster 58 inches or so. Any recommendations? The only one I found was Renogy. I'll tell you, the Rich Solar 200 watt 24 volt panel is perfect for the Transit, for the Ram. They are perfect. And I think it's like 57 or so, because we put those roof racks up there and it fits between the roof racks. So that's why I'm stuck on those Rich solar panels. I used to use the New Powell ones, which are really, really good, but the New Powell ones are shorter and wider. The Rich solar panels are longer and narrower. So you can get, like the Transit I've got down there now, 3 will fit up there with no AC unit, max air fan, 3 AC units, 3 solar panels. Ram ProMaster 3 panels. I have a 2015 Transit 250. I'm definitely interested in watching your builds. Nice. I'll give you a hint. If you've put any windows in your 2015 in the back of the van, when you put your windows in and you get the regular metal cutting jigsaw bits, they're too short. So when you do across the top, get an old drill bit, kind of just universal, get your saw going fast and cut through, because those ribs, you'll hit them. And your jigsaw will go like that, and you could bounce where the window doesn't cover, and then you've got some paint repair to do. So, and the metal cutting, whether it's thick metal, thin metal, or medium metal, they're all the same length. So unless you can order some that are longer off of, out of China, I do it today. If they're coming from China, do it today. Everybody that's going to order anything, we have talked about this over the last 2 live streams. If you're building out a van and you have the resources, a lot of these things like the puck lights, a lot of the lithium batteries, because we want to buy US. It's just that we can't make it that cheap. So get it now, because the 34% is going to go over 100%. That's the latest I've heard. And I promised you guys I would keep you posted. So if you're ordering it, and I'm telling you, if it's coming from Amazon, it's probably coming from China. So I would order it now. Let's see here. I've been having senior moments more than usual lately, especially on Tuesdays. Debbie, come down to the shop on Mondays. Spend Monday evening with me all day Tuesday. Go home on Wednesday. You'll nail it. And it would be amazing company. Over 100% is effective 12:01 tonight per the news. That's what I heard too. That's what I'm saying. Like, order it right now, because, and I don't understand it. And with limited, I don't want to talk politics on my channel. This is only about the tariffs and us purchasing what we need before we're going to end up paying double. So don't leave political comments in the thing, or I'll end the stream. You can come to my Patreon if you want to talk politics. No. If you're ordering it from Amazon, you're not going to see it like on the price. That's what I'm being told. So like, you'll click on Blue Eddy extension cable, $29.99. When you go to check out, it's going to say the cable's $29.99. And supposedly what's going to happen is if you scroll down, there's going to be a bulk charge percentage. So they're going to do that to trick us. So scroll down and you're going to see a tariff tax or something. So be careful that you're seeing what you're seeing. So anything coming is going to be taxed. You're right. It is too late, but if you order it now and there is a tax on it, it's supposedly, as far as I know, it's 34% right now. And I checked out a couple of things and I did not have a tax yet. So that's what I'm saying. I can only verify for today before midnight, but it's coming. It's coming. So get what you need. And if I'm doing your build and you're watching this, contact me. We need to get this stuff ordered. What do y'all do about the serious humidity for rust or interior dampness? I'm in the dry air desert, so humidity doesn't factor in the undercarriage, etc. Okay, so these vans that we have, they have weep holes in the bottom of them. So the best thing that I know to do is I use hydrophobic insulation. It is not going to absorb any moisture from the air or from the walls. If it touches the insulation, it's going to run right out. Those holes are put in the undercarriage of your vans on the outer edges for that purpose, so that any condensation buildup, that kind of stuff, will drain out those. Now, the problems that you're going to see are your windshield. You're going to pull your sun visor down, or I use those Van Essential window covers. If you walk up to my van right now, because I've got my heater on to keep it like 74 in my van, I've got some condensation in there. And so I put primer on all my wood that is underside. Everything that touches steel has primer on it. And then like the hardware that I use is 100% stainless steel. So between that and it draining, that's what we do. You can put small dehumidifiers in your van. You can put, I feel like it's something like Rid something. It's a bag, and just hang it up on your van and it will absorb the moisture out of the air. All those things can only help. State News Service, I don't think they can add the tariffs to stock already in the country. That's what I said. I was just having a conversation with somebody and I said, how can that be? But so evidently, once it goes in, there's no way to determine, because things came in a week ago, things came in 4 days ago. So I'm told they can't tell. But what will happen is when and if the tariffs ever go away, all the stuff that's left in the U.S. has already been tariffed, and they're going to have to remove that tariff on it, and then it will, so then you'll make up on the end. So who knows? Girl on the go, a little late to the party. It's still a party. Wish I would have gotten the tilt out windows too. I love them. I love the tilt out because I love that air circulation, and that's what helps. Like if I close my van down, I have more condensation than if I've got my windows open. That air circulation. So that's why I told people, if you can do it, do a fan, do at least one window, or those window guards on the front, something that you can move some air. Damper it. Yeah. Not the lice stuff, guys. My builder said, go get the rid for in the pharmacy department. Don't do it. I started my build, running boards, 2 swivel seats, and 2 unistrut roof racks on it. Next is max air and bunk windows. Now it's scary. I'll tell you, you've got your pattern. And as long as your hole is smaller than that pattern, it doesn't matter how straight it cut it is. It doesn't matter. Just do the best you can to follow your line. Clean all those little metal things up. Prime it. You got it. You got it. Send me an email if you have any questions. Let's see here. That's funny. Everybody's damp rib. I saw an order slip today where the store put the tariff cost separately so you know exactly what you pay in tariffs. And that's what I was saying about Amazon. That's what I was told as well. And it wasn't from Deborah. So I believe it's going to be. So you're going to go to Amazon thinking that you're going to pay $29.99 for something. Oh, it must not be built in China, or it must not be whatever. And when you check out, you know, how many people check out and don't pay attention? You know, they're just putting stuff in their cart because they want it and need it. And then, yeah. Yep. That'll be very helpful. I'm going to keep track of it. Dang it. Yeah. And you never know. Maybe something will happen and, yep. I don't like, and I don't want to talk about it, but if anybody has the answer and they can email me, you can email me. If we charge a tariff and it's going to hurt our economy, then why would China put a tariff to penalize us that's going to hurt their economy? Like, can we just like go out back and fight it out or something? And I'm like, seriously? Are the Webasto heaters from China? You know what? I don't want to get this wrong. Somebody look up Canada. I think they might be from Canada, which means we may not even be able to get one. I didn't see a thumbnail. Good thing I checked. I had a thumbnail up. I put it up at 5:30. I got off of work and immediately put it up. You would think I would learn how to do this on Monday night. I think more people would show up, blah, blah, blah. And I never remember. I'm a cheap old lady that will keep track too. You know what? It's not that I'm cheap. It's like, I want to know, like, because I want to, like, if my 401, you know, they're like, oh, it's going to be better. So if I just lost 14,000 and I earned 20,000 in 3 months because of the tariffs, then I'll be okay with it. I'll quit complaining. It says Germany for Webasto. Thanks, Kathy. I think there is a distributor then in Canada. So yeah. And Velvet comes, and it might be like some parts come from Germany, some part, just like the ProMaster. And that's the problem. That's the problem with this. Like, there's things that we can manufacture in the US, but we don't have the supplies because they come from, you know, they're too expensive. You know, somebody said if we made the iPhone in the US, that it would be equivalent to like $30,000. I'm like, what? Because we don't have that technology or whatever. So, I'm back. These cart items right quick. I'm checking out. They're checking out. Yep. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yep. Almost everything in the world is supplied from many countries. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. So I heard a thing. Now, guys, you got to laugh at this one. This lady is on and she says, I never thought there would be a time when I could go to the store and buy pot and have to go to the market, the hot market, black market to buy eggs. It was pretty funny. We don't have people who want to do the tiny factory work for iPhones. Yeah. And that's the thing. Almost everything. Yeah. That's the thing. We just, we're not going to work for $7 an hour. And so I don't know. We'll hope it is. Let's go mountain biking. Forget about it all. That's what I'm saying. Come to Midwest. We got 7 vans out there right Thursday. Debbie Conan, Helen, if you guys aren't doing anything Thursday and Friday, Helen, get it? Thursday night, party at the shop, all day Friday. I do have to work Friday, but party at the shop Thursday night, Friday night. So come on out. What's the most common size mattress for van builds? Mattress brand recommendations and which puck lights should we use? I'll tell you what, in the description on Sunday's video, the puck light link is there, the ones that I like to use. The most common size of mattress in a van is 2. People either go with the 3875 twin. Some of them are 39. Most of them are 3875. I just looked that up yesterday, so I know 100% that's right. The full is 5475. Most people end up cutting their mattress in some way, shape, or the other. Let's see here. Spare time, make some trails. Girl, I got trails. I got good trails at the shop. You didn't walk the trails, I guess, because we were fishing. I got some trails at the shop that if you can ride your bike on them, you go, girl. I'd have to get up and walk it up the hill. I can tell you already. Message is the best. There you go. Enjoy your acupuncture. I get it Friday. It hurts so good. I'll tell you guys. I don't know. Doctor, can you stick some needles in me? No, not going to do it. What size is your twin in your van? I did. So mine extends. So the bottom mattress is 23. I have a 7-inch extension. No, I have a higher than that. It must be 12. When I pull it out, I've got 35 inches. But it's not uncommon. Like this build I'm doing right now, 30 by 70. She wanted it shorter too. I said, get it 75. No, I just want it 70. I want that extra, like stuffed dirty clothes at the foot of the bed or something. I'm like, okay, you do you. Do you still do minivan conversions? I do. I'll do any conversion. I don't mind. Have you put in any Newport Explorer propane fireplace heaters in any vans? I haven't. We would do it though. No, we would do it. The only thing about that is, you guys have the transit. See, mounting that, like that propane would be so awesome. The ones that they mount underneath the campers and vans. And I've never done that. I don't know if they've got some mounting brackets that come with the tank, but if I was going to do where you're going to go through a lot of propane, I would do an outside mount on that. That's what I would do, right behind that driver's seat. I will. Hey, Rod, would you Facebook message me that Newport Explorer after the stream so that I'll look that up, because I'll send Grace or you guys that invoice for the window tomorrow, and I'll look that up. Or get a custom mattress. Custom mattresses, and that's what my current build did. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. $1,000 to ship it to me, to custom make it and to ship it to me. It's got inner springs on it though, but anytime you have someone make you a custom mattress, Les and Bernadette, custom mattresses, and they might still be in here. Les and Bernadette, if you're still in here, how much were you? I think they were maybe 600 a piece, but like they cut the corners out and everything for them. So they are like custom mattresses. I think Bernadette's might be 28 wide and Les's is, I think, 30-ish, maybe a little bit wider. And they were expensive. And so I have had an RVmattress.com. One, they make some RV mattresses that are smaller. I'll tell you, depending on like, your personality or whatever, memory foam to me is you can cut it. It's comfortable. I mean, if you're worried about cutting it for cancer purposes or something, like you can put it in I don't know. I don't know, but I've had memory foam since 2020 and I like it. And we had a stinking 10-inch mattress on that other van. And now we have a 6. So went considerably smaller. Comfortable as can be. Hey, all late. Happy Tuesday. Lynn, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Lynn is trekking her way over to Missouri. Lynn, there's going to be people at the shop Thursday and Friday. You'll get in, I guess. Oh, you'll be there. Awesome. And I told them you were trekking this way. I have been having it. Oh, glute sciatic. Yeah. They're talking. Bye, Patty. Oh my goodness, it's 8:42. Are you kidding me? What? Guys, let me take a quick minute. If you guys are a channel member, if you're a Patreon, I appreciate the little extra that you do, the lot extra that you do for my channel. And love our Sunday chats with the Patreon group. I appreciate every single one of you guys. What's going on? Hitch Up and Toe is in the house. If you guys don't follow them, you got to go follow them. They have got a awesome van and they travel all kinds of places and it's fun to watch and listen to their accents. I have no idea what you said. Uh-oh. Gracie and Jock, I already know the glute point they'll use. Oh, they're talking about the acupuncture. I can tell you that. Click on the thumbs up for Johnny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Damn, I missed the live stream. Oh, no. Go back and rewatch it. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you, Debbie. I could use a Debbie breakfast or a Debbie lunch sometime. I can't make it up, Debbie. I wish I could show up. Thanks for the link to the dimmer switch. Absolutely. Anytime you guys click on those links, I get a real small kickback, but a lot of you guys do it. And sometimes I'll get $20. Sometimes I'll get $120. So I appreciate you guys that use those links. Her massage before that. I'll tell you guys, we just got a little bit more time here, but the last cruise I went on, they had this special and I haven't had a massage and I'm just going to say you know what? The night I got married or the next day we had a couples massage at the place where we were at. And I remember that I don't really like massages. But, it's been 10 years or so. And I thought, oh, I'll get one on the cruise ship. Kelly, we're going to do a couples massage. And it felt amazing. But I really didn't notice, like, oh, man, I feel so much better. I'm so glad I spent that blah, blah, blah amount. I'm like, no. But it felt good while it was going on. But afterwards, it's like, I don't know if I feel looser or what. Looking forward to hanging out with Shop for a bit. Milo will be happy to see Maddie. Maddie's at home. She's going to stay at home for a couple of days. I'll probably have to meet up. I'll probably come and get her Saturday somehow. Deep tissue massage is the best. The one I got on the cruise ship was good, but I can't say that I had this like, oh my gosh, I feel so much more like I just feel so much better. I can't really say that. Can you email me info on Ferry, Alabama van? Oh, surfing, Dodo, you bet. You bet I will. I am one that doesn't like it either. I know. You guys don't want to hear about this, but I had one time, and it was a guy, which doesn't matter, but it was miserable. And I was like, I'll never get one again. But the things that you do, yep. You gotta let go and relax when getting a massage. I feel like I did. You're on a cruise ship. You've already had 2 or 3 drinks. I felt like I was pretty like loose. Nancy Bear is in the house. Good to see you, Nancy. Nancy, did you see I replied to your email? Damn. Guys, I am 100% gonna check out at 9:00 tonight because I've got laundry that's waiting to get going. Because my laundry room's right there, and I didn't want that running because it's a big load. And I gotta take a shower, all that good stuff, and I gotta be back down at the shop early. So, how's the weather there? It's cold. It is cold. And it's gonna get better. I would say today was probably the worst day this week. I feel like we're on an upward climb. I feel like maybe Friday or Saturday it is supposed to drop down for one day. I think the high is 57. But get on your weather map and key in Fredericktown, and yeah. I did wheat eating in a winter coat today. That's what I'm talking about. Susan, if you do weed eating, come down to the shop. I'll work on your van. You can weed eat. We'll get you a full build, girl. Oh man, I could probably weed eat every day out there. What time are you leaving home tomorrow? Helen, is it okay if I call you immediately? Like, I won't even start my laundry first. If I can call you immediately real quick after the live, can I do that? Adela's in the house. Dang it, I missed it again. Paula, that's okay. Watch that rerun. I love weed eating, instant gratification. You know what I love doing? Guys, like it's almost weird. I love, out at my shop, I don't have plumbing yet. I just have a well. So I got that dryer that was sent to me to try out. So I hand wash my clothes a lot because I've got certain work clothes that I like wearing so I don't ruin my good stuff, which seems to always happen. I had my good pants on the other day. Thought, I'm just going to do this, this, and this. I kid you not. I've got a strip about the size of my pinky of marine adhesive across the front of them. How did that happen? I wasn't using it. Oh, I cannot make it up. But I'm good anyway. Oh, Bernadette said, yep, 600. Yep. So, what was it? So it's so like gratifying watching that water turn filthy. I'm like, could you imagine what a whole load of my clothes are like after working in sawdust all day? But I'll go in there and wash mine. I'm like, Sean, let's go do your sweatshirt. I want you to see how much comes out of it. And he's like, no. I'm like, it's like, you know how people just love watching other people eat or chew or whatever? Like, you guys got to see me do my laundry. It is like, what? It's unbelievable. Oh man, what a nut. Um, I have given away gift certificates for massages. I know. I can see that. My first apartment at 18 was washing clothes in a tub with a plunger. You know what? I'm telling you, like, I'd rather wash clothes in my mop sink than go to the laundromat, because I'll wash them out in the morning and put them in the dryer. They'll be drying while I'm working, or I'll take a shower and then wash them. I'm 100% fine with that. Can't find the Alabama build. Can you post a link before you leave? Gracie, could you possibly do that? Look for January 2021 and post that. If I click out of here, you're just gonna like sit here and watch me watch the internet. It would be Alabama. I'll tell you what, if you go to my channel and you search like fairy tale build, because I made that title something like that so that because of the Hobbit door, the little fairy door. Happy Tuesday. Desert Deb is in the house. We got everybody coming in just a little bit late. I'm only gonna be up, guys, 9 more minutes up on screen. If you guys have any questions, make sure you key that in. Midwest Van Builder sticker needs to be re-upped. Needs to be re-upped. What is that? Oh, on my website, on my spring thing? Are you talking about the spring store? Oh, right. Sean would. Sean be like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Oh, it says out of stock. That is not me. If you send me your address, I will send you a, think I've got some Midwest Van Builder ones. I will send you some. I'll send you one. Do you order your fresh water and gray tanks from Amazon? I do, and it's A1 Customs. It's A1 Customs on Amazon. But the transit ones I get from like Nomadic Supply. So, yep, Nomadic Supply. I don't have any questions. I'm being social. Yay. I'm surprised those stickers are out of stock. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't push that store that much. It's just in the below because I've had some fade on me and I wash them a lot. So, so that's part of it. Why did you choose van life? That's a good question. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, I'm a retired nurse. I was in healthcare for 30 years. I was an ER nurse for 18 of those years. And I spent the last 6 months travel nursing. So I built out a van to do travel nursing because, as we all know, it was the place to be during COVID. And I did 6 months of travel nursing. During that time, I had a couple channels tour my van, and it just skyrocketed from there. People reaching out and, would you like to help me with a build? And it literally has just taken off. And now I literally come home, I'm going to say twice a month. maybe 3 times a month. I live in my van full time at the shop. So, and I love it. I love every bit of it. I've got a office there that's bigger than my van, and I stay in my van every single night. So now, when it's 107 degrees, I'll be in my shop. I'll be in my office. Yep. Oh man. Hey, is Debbie Conan still in here? If Debbie Conan is in here and send me, just say, yep, I'm here. Let's see here. And Nurses Rock. Yep. It was a lot. I loved nursing. I loved it. I was a charge nurse for 3 years. Towards the end of my career, I was weekend option forever. I worked every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Probably 17 of the 18 years I was weekend option. And so I loved it. So, but I love building vans. I love what I do now. Johnny, do you poly the side of the furring strip that you marine adhesive to the van? I do. Yep. No, I prime them. If it's marine adhesive to the van, it gets primer. Now, why do I do that? Because primer is cheaper than poly. So that's the only reason I do it. The poly that I use is like $25 a quart. The primer that I use is $28, $29 a gallon. So that is why I do that. So I have now, how do you feel about Grey's Anatomy? Oh, yeah, probably have to know. You know what? I don't watch TV a lot. I have seen Grey's Anatomy, and it's a good show. I can see how it's addicting. Yep. When I was nursing school and an early nurse was during ER. If you guys ever saw ER, and I loved critiquing that because it's like you would kind of like, you don't do that. You don't do that. And yeah, so Netflix new series Pulse about ER in Miami. I think Kelly was telling me about that, and she said she watches that. I was a healthcare hospital third shift for a long time, 20 years, but NA and health unit coordinator. Okay, so you never, ever, ever say but an NA. I'll tell you what, I was an NA for 5 years. I loved it because I'm telling you, there were things about these patients that if I didn't notify the nurse, that nurse would have never known, because the nurse's aides spend all the time with the patients. We're helping them bathe. We're helping them to the bathroom. We notice what the nurses never did, and we work twice as hard. The difference is that we don't have the liability that nurses have, that see in court Friday liability type thing, deposition thing. In 30 years, I went to 2 depositions. That's good. None of them were, it was just, me being asked questions about a certain doctor. But nurse's aides, people would say that, oh, I'm just a nurse's aide. There is nobody that's just a nurse's aide. So unless you say, hang on a second, I'll go get the nurse, whatever. I'm like, so George Clooney days. Yep. And who was that one? Who was Carter? What was his name? Carter was cool. I like that. And who's that other guy from Top Gun? Anyway, now we're going to be here till 9:30 talking about it. Did you see that older Sprinter build on New Jersey Outdoor Adventures 3 days ago? The guy used exterior house paint on the van. It looked pretty cool. I'll have to go look. Painting the outside of his van? No Wiley. That's right. Yep, no Wiley. Okay, she can't find that link either. All right, guys, you're gonna have to just stare at me for just a second. I'm gonna take a quick exit out of here. I'll try and keep talking to you. You just never know what I'm gonna say though if I'm trying to do two things at once. All right, Gracie, thank you so much for looking. I appreciate that. All right, so December, 22. Oh, so that would have been 23. Oh, I guess you can't look it up that way. I'll, Maddie. Well, I guess videos aren't as easy to find as or am I looking in there? Let's go to my playlist. Sorry, guys, hang tight here. I've got these busted up into years. I think I do. 2023, it should be in here. Oh, where's the list at? Where's the list? Oh, nothing's easy these days, is it? I am not there's 47 videos in there. There we go. All right, hang tight. It should be Fairy Tale Bill. I wonder why that didn't pull up. There we go. So I'll go there. I'll go there. And I'm back. Oh, did I just lose it? No, I'm back. All right. That right there is the Alabama bill. And I guess it was 2023 when I did her tour. I put her tour up like 4 days after she picked it up. So, yep. I can't remember his character name. I liked him. Show called Gotcha. Oh, interesting. Oh, she found it too. Awesome. Oh, you know what? Our links are different. 2H. Oh, no, it is. It is. You've got a whole bunch of extra. Click on my link. Click on my link if you don't mind. So, yep, that's the tour. And then Kathy, if you want information on it, yeah, reach out to me. We'll get you some information. I'll text message you what she's asking for it. I feel like it's fair. And she didn't, she was going to use linseed oil on all the walls, and she didn't do it yet because of life. So if you wanted to paint it or prime it instead or poly it, it doesn't have the oil on it. So happy to hear someone appreciate nurses' aides. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I'll tell you what, that was, if they would have paid enough for me to be able to have a life, I would have done it. I loved that job. I loved it. Loved helping these little old people cut up all their meat and feeding them. And I had a couple of good things happen to me when I was a nurse aide. I'll share these and then we'll go. I had a guy that he was like 91 or 93 or so. And it was his birthday. And his wife was coming to see him. And I was a nurse's aide. It was a Sunday. Sundays are pretty low key because the boss isn't there. Physical therapy doesn't come in till noon. It was pretty low key. So I sat him up in bed and I cut his hair. And he had this, like my son's. You guys know my son? No, I'm kidding. It was a beard. And I shaved him and I cut his hair. His wife came in and just started crying. And it took 30 minutes. It was so cool. And I did agency for a little bit. And I was on an assignment. And I was on a med surg floor. and there was a lady in there, and she was dying. And all she wanted was to make it till Christmas. And the person that I was with before, Kelly, I called her and I said, go down in the basement. I've got a small tree. Bring it to the hospital. So I got the tree, I got some lights, got some garland, and I sat there all night and made paper snowflakes. And and she was sick. When this little lady woke up, I had hung snowflakes all over the drop ceiling, and she had a Christmas tree and lights, and it was a blessing to do that. It's not like, yay for me. It was like, could you imagine being part of somebody's last wish? And I loved it. And the family wrote to me, and they gave me a gift. I still have it. And it was a little scarf, and I still have it. And it was just so cool. It was so cool. Some other ones I took care of. We had a neurosurgeon at our hospital that was pretty famous, known. So a sheikh from Saudi Arabia came over, and I took care of, I was chosen for day shift to be one-on-one his nurse's aide, and had to help him with his bath. And I got a gold pin that goes on your shirt. The nurses that took care of him got that. And then me, my supervisor, him, his security guard, we were all in the newspaper. So it was pretty cool. I've had some cool stuff happen to me in my career. It was cool. Dodo just shared Devon's Facebook Marketplace ad via Messenger. Rockstar. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have a AAA membership? If so, has it come in handy at all? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I do know some people that have had one, and they you got to check and see if they will pick up a class B technically. So, all right, guys. It's 9:07. I really do got to get up early and get back out at the shop, get a shower, get laundry. You come home, a couple times a month, and you got stuff to do. So I appreciate your understanding. And I'm going to head on out of here. If you think of a question later, send it to me in email. Trying to stay on top of them. Sometimes it does maybe take an extra day. Don't hesitate to get that to me. Patricia, I see you saying good night. I called Van Windows Direct. They have not arrived yet. So the windows have not arrived. They're probably coming from China. Guys, take care. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching my silly shorts.